Now it's time to go on a short safari, so join me. Now, imagine going to the national park to see the wild animals, but not from the four windows of a vehicle, but while riding on another animal. Well, John and Amanda Pirret, a couple in Laikipia, have dedicated their lives to giving tourists, both local and international, a unique safari just like this. Our reporter George Kieru spent 3 days with the couple in Elementaita and experienced the little hard-off but somewhat thrilling Camel Safari.
When we visited Soisambu Conservancy, we found the staff loading cargo on the back of the camels, the tourists on standby to start the safari. John and Amanda inform us that this is the most crucial part of the camel safari, as missing a single item would be detrimental. They take me through the experience of running Bobong camels, a business spanning over 4 decades.
Kazi yangu kawaida ni mafugaji na sinafuga ngamia. Alafu biashara yake anaendelea mzuri tu, lakini hapana tosha. Ndio sinaanza kwa hii kazi ya safari ya ngamia.
The knack to start a camel safari business began at an early age, but the journey, the couple says, has not been easy.
Ile safari ya kwanza sinafanya 1982. Alafu sinaendelea pole mwaka ingine siapa nafanya, lakini sasa mwaka 40 sina ndani hiyo maneno. Iko marafiki yetu zamani wakati sisi kijana, anataka tembea na mguu badala ya kutembea na gari.
The family has invested heavily in the animals, buying the best breeds in the market, with many of the camels imported from overseas.
Sasa jumla sisi iko na karibu 200. Na kwa hiyo 200 iko 100 hapa Soisambu na iko 100 huko Laikipia. Na kwa hiyo 200 iko kama 80 ndio ya safari ya wageni.
John says Camel Safaris offers one an opportunity to see a variety of wildlife in very close proximity, a thrill rarely experienced on a game drive. For instance, we come across this lone buffalo that is about to charge, but John and his team are prepared for such eventualities. A special whip called mcharisha, which is designed to give out a sound similar to a gunshot, is unleashed to scare away the buffalo. Our presence is felt as we come across this majestic animal. The shy ones watch us from a distance as the caravan passes by, others oblivious of our presence. The trips are long and the distance between campsites is quite a trek, but the tourists prefer covering most of the distance on foot. Each tourist is assigned 2 camels for the purpose of making the trips comfortable. When the sun sets, the tourists make camp for the evening, pitching tents and preparing dinner, where the camels are let out to graze the pasture.
A lot of our clients bring their own food and do their own catering. Mimi nafunza hii mpishi yetu kupika. Naonyesha hawa recipes zingine tofauti.
Barabara is one of the longest members of staff working with Bobong camels, having been with the company for more than 30 years. He and his fellow colleagues easily train new camels on how to respond to commands.
Tukiambia kwa train mzuri tunatumia siku 3 kwa kujua kila kitu. Ikifika 7 days kila kitu anajua amekuwa mpole kabisa. Kuanzia kutrain yeye unafunga mguu ya nyuma ama ya mbele unaangusha. Halafu unafunga mguu vile tumefunga saizi. After that unafungua mguu moja anabaki na mguu 3. Sasa hiyo mguu mwingine unachapa na pimbo kidogo kiambie tu paka alale.
Conservationist Monica Njeri says camel safaris are unique as tourists are able to access areas inaccessible by vehicles.
So hizi ngamia unaweza kwenda off-road na unaweza uka-access whether it's rocky, a mountain area, hilly area, any terrain, camel inaenda.
Vehicle safaris are noisy. They have quite a heavy environmental footprint. The real advantage of a camel safari is you can get, it's a totally immersive experience.
It's a scene out of an old movie, the setting taking you back in time as the king of the desert navigating unfamiliar terrain. Here, your problems become a distant second as you immerse yourself in the surrounding beauty of the nature. With the market price of fuel at an all-time high, many Kenyans are being forced to use alternative means of transportation. But here in Soisambu Conservancy, what better way than the sheep of the desert? And here, all you need to do to fuel the animal is just feed it, and you're good to go. George Kieru, NTV, in the county of Nakuru.
I was really scared there George Kiru might have fallen off the camel back, but that sounds, it actually looks quite adventurous. I don't know if I would try it, but if you were to be given a choice between that camel back ride and, you know, the best, you know, Land Rover to drive around, you know, the wilderness, what would you choose? I don't know. I'm torn between that. Well, let's